Welcome to another edition of the Will Be Blood Fight Show. I'm your host, Dave Duenas. What's going on, brothers? Okay, I've got a lot of emails. Blood has too, also, about our announcement of having Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather and his uncle Roger Mayweather on the show this Thursday night at 5 o'clock West Coast time, 8 o'clock East Coast time. Now, give everybody a heads up. You know, a lot of folks want to get on there, so they're emailing me that they want to get on. It's all good. Everybody's going to have a chance to get on, but I need you to email me your number and your name so that when you call, I can recognize it and patch you through. And really, some of the questions, maybe one or two questions. You're not going to be able to ask 3, 4, 5 questions, guys, realistically. You're probably going to be able to ask one question, and that's it, because we're going to try to fit everybody in the whole process, okay, of trying to get, you know, because like I said, it's going to be a really busy show. We're going to try to have Floyd and Roger on there as long as we can, as much time they will give us, you know, so please, you know, do submit your number and your name, and let me know you're going to be calling in so that I can keep an eye out for you and patch you through as fast as I can through the show. Now, last week we did have Rocky Juarez and Victor Ortiz on the show. If you guys didn't check it out, go back to the website www.thewillbefightshow.com, and you can check on the archives all the list of fighters that we've had on the show. We're going to have another special edition on Sunday, 3 o'clock West Coast time, 6 o'clock East Coast time. We're going to have Andre Berto and Nate Campbell on the show to chop it up with us and talk about some boxing. The reason why we're asking everybody to send out their names and their numbers for the Floyd Mayweather Jr. segment is to try to keep as organized as we can, okay? Among other guests that we are trying to have on the show, we're still trying to get Paul Williams. I am talking to Paul Williams. Trying to get Joshua Kaladi on the show. Trying to pretty much get everybody that we can think of to get on the show. We are going to mix it up with other people. We're going to be having Henry Hill from the Goodfellas, the guy that they made the movie about, on the show also later on in the month. So we're just stacking it all up, you know. I did watch the Antonio Tarver versus Chad Dawson, the rematch. What can you really say about that fight? It was actually a little bit better than the rematch. The first match itself, you know, but in a lot of ways, it just left a lot of questions for Chad Dawson. Is that, you know, and I've said it before, he doesn't have that killer instinct, you know. If he can win it comfortably, that's what he's going to do. And a lot of times, really honestly, it's how he's been trained from the get-go of his career. You know, if he's had a trainer that really has kind of showed him the technical part of boxing and hey, be safe before, don't take any unnecessary risk, that's what he's molded into, and that's pretty much what you're going to get from him, you know, unless he's backed up to the corner where he has to claw himself out of there and bite. That's what he's going to do. But at the moment right now, Antonio Tarver was not the man to really do that. Glenn Johnson seems to be more fit. He got short on the first fight, you know, which I believe that Glenn did win that fight. But it is what it is. Chad Dawson is still a young guy. Whether or not it's going to be Bernard Hopkins that's going to step into the ring, we don't know. Money is always a big issue when it comes to these type of fights, okay? And because of the fact that, you know, Hopkins is a much older fighter, bigger risk for him. Hey, if it's going to be a big risk for me, then I'm going to try to get some money out of it. You know, and you can't blame him. He's at 40-something up, you know, of his years of his life right now. And this is a hurt game, guys, you know. So can you blame the guy that he wants a little bit more extra in his pocket? He's putting his life more in risk than the younger guy. You know, the young guy is going to be able to withstand a little bit more punishment than an older Bernard Hopkins, who really is, you know, one of the top pound-for-pound fighters of our time right now. But still got to look at, you know, at any given day, he can become old overnight. So, does the fight going to happen? Of course it might happen if the money's right, but I highly doubt it at this moment. You know, I think if anything, Bernard's going to try to weigh out everything first and leave Chad Dawson as a last resort fight if he can't get anything else going on to materialize where there's going to be some good green involved. So, that already being said, let's go on. Oh, I'm not going to be around for a couple of days. I'm going to be at the Miranda and Ward fight, so I'm going to try to get some interviews with both them cats. You know, even though I've interviewed Ward, I did try to get him on the radio show, but you know, the scheduling being so busy for him and for me, we weren't able to meet so that I can get him on. So that being said, I'm going to try to just get him on camera and ask some questions. Same thing with Miranda. Cover the fight on Saturday night. What's my pick? Well, first off, I'll tell you this. You know, Edison Miranda is not what he looked like when he had fought like an Alan Green, or when he even fought Arthur Abraham the first time around. You know, this is a shop-born fighter already, okay? But got that punch still to turn it around. In the press conference call, Edison Miranda had told Showtime, hey, you know what? Remember what happened when Froch with Jermaine Taylor? You know, and that's pretty much going to be the same scenario that he's claiming is going to happen. Now, whether you're going to be able to for that happen again, I don't think so. You know, yeah, Ward's got a questionable chin when he gets hit. He's been dropped by lesser fighters, but I think he's peaking up a little bit more, and I think he's being more comfortable. You know, and really his speed and his boxing skills are just a little bit more superior than Edison Miranda at the moment. Edison Miranda's, you know, career is deteriorating. He's had his major loss with Arthur Abraham. He had his major loss against Kelly Pavlik. Does Ward punch like any of those two guys I just mentioned? No, he doesn't. But when it comes to speed and boxing skills, you know, and the footwork, it's going to lean a little bit more towards Ward. You know, I'm going to have to say he's a little bit more shy of a better fighter in style-wise than Pavlik and Arthur Abraham. You know, so I'm going to see, you know, Ward really just kind of dominate Edison Miranda, really kind of keep him at bay, not try to engage with them, and not try to make mistakes with the big puncher. Now, can Miranda knock him out? Of course he can. He's got that one-punch power. He can do it, but he's got to land it. And Ward is so elusive, but not taking nothing away. You know, Ward is susceptible from getting hit by overhand rights, and that's something Miranda can catch him with. So it's a long shot, but it's still there. It's not a shot that he can't miss. I think the bullseye on that target is wide enough for him to hit. It's not a small target like shooting a dart at it, okay? This is a big target, but he's got to land it in order to be successful in knocking him out. So if I had to make a pick right now, the pick would be Ward wins by unanimous decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miranda could pull an upset on this one. Okay, now, I want to get into something, man, that's, you know, funny. It's really funny, you know, because of the fact that, you know, I did have my interview with Roger Mayweather up, but a Margaret Diaz claims that I've stolen this material. The music in the beginning is copyrighted by us, Solarplex Promotions, and Checkmate Music, because Checkmate Music is owned by my younger brother. Those songs that I put up are owned by my younger brother. He's the producer of it. Now, all their interviews and contents of everything I do is owned by me, Solarplex Promotions. So I did a video of, you know, shout out to the haters, and really, me and Blood were talking about a particular person. It just, you know, it just cracks me up is this, man. This is the funny thing. This is the only way you can get back at me. I mean, what happened to the old days, you know? What happened to the old days of going to the playground and settling our differences? You know, I'm here, man. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going to shut me up. You know, I have other resources to get my voice out and my opinions, and to still cater to the hardcore boxing fans that are out there, you know. So whatever the case is, you want to infringe my videos, you want to claim this and this and this and that, you want me to play that ball game with you? No biggie. I have all the time in the world, just like you got all the time in the world. The only difference is I can have a smile on it because you're wasting your time when I own this stuff. So I'm glad that I'm staying in your dreams. I'm glad that you're cringing. And I'm also happy that you used your old lady's name because you couldn't use your own name. See, I could use my own name. I ain't got nothing to hide. But I guess that's the definition of a man. And you know what you are. I ain't got to see. I don't even have to say it, because I know all the other guys that are going to comment on there are going to be calling you it. I'm your host, Dave Duenas. This was an edition of the Will Be Blood Fight Show. Yo, if they infringe my video again, what can I say? Go to the website. You'll see my videos, and you'll hear the radio show over there.